You know, one thing about GetConnected, we're always on the search to bring you the craziest stuff that you might not always look at. And today, I think we've actually hit that nail on the head. A gift idea, perhaps, for someone who doesn't have everything, but is also extremely into things like gaming. This is the ODiN projection mouse. It's from Serafim, and these guys have made something truly unique here.
Now you're probably wondering, what is a projection mouse? Well, unlike a conventional mouse, which you actually have to hold and feel to move it around, this one projects basically a trackpad onto a flat surface, and then from there you could use, provided you're within those confines of that trackpad, you can then move the mouse onto your screen, which is a very interesting technology they're using to make this all happen.
I mean, let's face it, Andy, when you look at this projection mouse, they could have made this look any number of ways, but they chose to make it look like Odin, who is the symbol for the god of war. So there is a connection to this and sort of that sort of gaming kind of area, or maybe Dungeons and Dragons. But nevertheless, the technology is sound. We tried it out, and when you put the little Odin down and he projects that little touchpad, you can literally just use the table without having the touchpad on your keyboard or carrying an extra mouse around with you.
And it is something that you can take with you wherever you go if you travel a lot, because the ODiN is actually very, very small. It's about the size, I'd say, of a pack of matches. And what you do is you connect it via USB to your computer. From there, it is using basically an optical image that is going onto the flat surface, and then you could use the mouse. This really is not something that you're going to want to do if you're in like e-gaming, because milliseconds count, and this is probably not going to help you win those games. But it is a really cool use of technology. It is extremely portable, only weighs 40 grams, and the infrared signals that it uses is what is being used for signal detection, turning any kind of flat surface into a trackpad.
And I'll just add that, as Andy said, it is a trackpad. You can see here that it's got two buttons. So it's got the trackpad, the right click, the left click, and it also has this triangle design in the middle, which you can actually customize that to be your own application. So say you wanted to hit the triangle and launch Internet Explorer or Google Chrome or some other application. If
you have like carpal tunnel, from using a traditional mouse for too many times, this actually might help you, because you're going to have less of an arc on your wrist. Other than that, it's more of a novelty item. It's for that geek in your life that has everything. Trust me, they're not going to have an infrared
They don't have
sensor
ODiN.
like yes.
Yeah, and it costs about under $100 to get into something like this. So decent price for a kind of a cool piece of technology.
So if you're looking for something that nobody has, you got to check this out. This is the ODiN projection mouse by the folks over at Serafim.
People will stop by your desk for sure and say, "Hey, what's that?"